Well, let me take that out. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. My name's Jalen, and today's episode of Jalen and we're having a special guest I've known for a few months here and gotten really close with, Mr. Nelson. Something. I don't think I actually know your last name.
Oh, CHO.
Cho. I didn't know that. No, I take that back. Yeah, my bad. I didn't. So do you go by Nelson or Namsu?
Nelson.
I've heard both.
Yeah, whatever you say, I usually put both.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Actually, I'm gonna put a quick pause.
Yeah. So that first part might not be usable. Maybe you can edit and. Is this good?
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
really good. Yeah, that sounds
Perfect.
really, really good. Cool. Perfect. All right, cool. Now, another thing I wanted to ask too is I actually really appreciate this, but what do you specifically do like outreach with foreigners?
Yeah, so
I don't know
that's
if
a
that came
longer
up before.
story, but so I was born and raised in Brazil, and growing up, I always felt like an outcast,
Hmm.
um, like a perpetual foreigner kind of thing,
Yeah.
because I was Brazilian. I guess I was born in Brazil, but
Hmm.
look Korean, and back in my days, like being a Korean wasn't a cool thing. In fact, people didn't know where Korea was.
Really?
Um, so I had this like, so I had this like identity. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
So I struggled with identity. Growing up, I didn't know where I belonged, um, and that was like one of the defining things of my in my childhood, not belonging anywhere. But in senior year of high school, it just dawned upon me that this curse, what I thought of as like curse, was like a blessing in disguise.
Hmm.
I was able to, because I didn't belong in any particular, culture or clique, I could
Hmm.
kind of be a bridge between cultures.
Hmm.
And that's when I started mm, appreciating the not belonging.
Mm.
And fast forward to today, kind of took it upon myself as a mission to be a bridge builder between cultures. Uh, I come into Korea. I learned that there's a lot of foreigners moving into Korea. Like the
Hmm.
birth rate in Korea has been the lowest it's ever been,
Yeah. Yeah.
in any society ever.
Hmm.
Um, and yet, because Korea has been traditionally or historically because Korea has been historically a very homogenous culture. I think a lot of people don't know how to, interact with foreigners.
Hmm.
There's a lot of stereotypes still around and a lot of misunderstandings
Yeah.
waiting to happen.
Sure.
And because I've been in both cultures, I think I understand things from both perspectives. So,
Mm.
yeah, I just want to bridge cultures, help people get along. I get a kick out of like introducing people.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing, trying to do with
It's a
Koreans
cool
and
thing you
stuff.
do
Yeah.
too. I appreciate it.
Cool, cool.
But yeah, it's cool, man.
I
It's
appreciate that. You appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I've been thinking a lot actually in the last few months for myself because I'm part of a church here in Gundam. And I just not to hate like on my peers over there, but I just feel like you're clearly doing something right, and I think in regards to foreigners, and I feel like my little community in my church is definitely a little bit lacking, a little bit again, not to like hate or anything, but it definitely it's opened my eye a lot. It's made me really appreciative. So thank you.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
yeah, man. Yeah, when did you decide to come to Korea? But like, what made you want to like? I mean, not just come, but like stay and live here, especially if
Yeah.
you're so used to like
Yeah.
not
So
Korea.
I went to the States and, I studied there. I found a job there, got my H-1B, and I thought I was gonna just live in the States forever
Hmm.
because all my good friends were there. Was living in a half basement with like 12 other guys. It was like a great community.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been I've been
Yeah.
packed in a room. Yeah.
But there were a couple things that led me to Korea, but I think one of the big ones was my dad has a condition called Parkinson's. He's had
Mm.
it for a while, but
Yeah.
it was worsening, and through a series of events, I think I realized that I should be spending more time with family.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that brought me here. But in hindsight, I think God had a plan for me in Korea.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I feel that. Ooh, I can understand that a lot, a little bit. Uh, More in terms of why God brought me here. Still figuring out because He made it really easy to get here. Just from saving money to the community out here to some great friends, just even good support back in Colorado. That's where I'm from. Um, Man, I've been lost for a while. Like I'm enjoying it out here. I love it because I love everything about it. But man, I'm just curious what God has me out here for. So
Yeah.
it's scary. So that's cool. That's cool. How do you compare life to like, well, since you've been in three countries, Brazil, U.S., and here? Not necessarily what do you like most, but like just what's the different aspects of it?
Yeah, I think every culture has its pros and cons. Um, I'd say Brazil, people are super warm and friendly, and everyone's just like a friend.
Hmm.
Food's great, weather's great.
Yeah,
It's kind of,
summer
yeah, not the
all year
safest,
round.
yeah, not the safest place to live. Um, I think in terms of culture, Brazil fits me the best. I'm more
Really?
laid back, never
Yeah.
on time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Um,
not
uh,
Korean at all.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
being spontaneous and um, yeah. US people are, I think, a little more like individualistic, but not in a bad way. Um, Wisconsin, people are actually really welcoming, just like
Mm-hmm.
Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Um, used to say the weather's cold, but the people are warm.
Mm-hmm.
Diversity. What else about US? It's a great place to study, and I man, there are so many good things about the US. I just can't think of one right
No, no, it's all good.
now.
It's all
And
good. Yeah.
then Korea, I have family. Things are
Yeah.
convenient.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think convenience and efficiency uh, really sums it up for me, Korea. Um, yeah.
That's nice. I don't want to ask like which one's your favorite, but eh,
Right now, I really enjoy living in Korea.
yeah.
Um, Coming to Korea, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it,
Mm-hmm.
especially because I had a great community back in the States.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't looking forward to coming to Korea too much, and I had all these stereotypes about Korea because the only real experience I got of Korea, other than like the immigrant churches I went to when I was
Mm-hmm.
abroad, was going to the military. So
Mm.
I took a break in college.
Wait, did you go military here?
Yeah,
Oh, really? Okay.
and you know, people told me that working in Korea is a lot like being in the military.
Really?
So
That's rough then.
yeah, but it wasn't like that. It was good.
Yeah,
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 yeah. So
yeah.
I love working in my company right now. I love the community I made, and yeah, I don't. Right now, I have no complaints living in Korea.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's good. You plan on living here the rest of your life? Or it's
I mean,
kind of like
until
whatever, you
yeah,
go
God
with the
calls me
flow.
otherwise, but
Yeah.
for the foreseeable future, I see myself living in Korea. Yeah.
Ah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. It's cool. No lady, no nothing. Single.
Yeah.
Single as a Pringle. That's cool. I feel that. I feel that too. I guess I don't know how to word this next question, but like, do you have like maybe not an identity crisis, but how do you has like your identity almost shifted between all three countries, really?
Yeah, yeah. Identity is something that I've, always struggled with growing up.
Mm,
Um, but I've come to just accept that, like, I don't belong anywhere. Like,
mm.
I guess, I'm a citizen of heaven kind of thing,
Yeah, no,
something
I
like
feel
that.
that
Yeah,
too. I
yeah.
say the same thing.
Like,
Yep.
no matter where I go, like, I can't quite feel at home.
Mm,
But again, I take that as a blessing now,
yeah.
not belonging anywhere here.
Yeah.
So, when people ask me like, "Oh, where do you call home?" Like, I just say, or how I call myself. I think I'm a TCK, like third culture kid. I don't know if you've heard of that term.
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's someone who grew up in a culture that's neither like your parents nor the place you're in.
Ah,
So
yeah, yeah.
there's like
No,
a third culture
it's almost like
that
a
happens.
nomad, just someone with no land. Yeah,
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
nomad.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So third culture kid is how I
I
call
have heard
myself.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a buddy in my church. He refers to his kids like that. He's
Yeah.
the youngest one. Yeah, since he's been like two, hasn't lived back at home
Yeah.
the last like 10 years, 12 years or something.
Yeah.
It's rough. I mean, it's a different experience, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's something I'm a little jelly of. I wish I experienced.
Did you grow up in
I just,
Colorado your whole life?
yeah, my whole life, and then I mean, I travel all across the states: L.A., Kansas, Texas, Nevada, just everywhere. I didn't do. I didn't want to be home, or I didn't want to be there anymore. So that's why, like, I came over to Korea because I was ready to just make that international jump, and
Yeah.
also I just like, I love my country. I love the states,
Yeah.
but just at a certain point, it's somewhat kind of like all the same. And I don't know. There's just some itch. I've always wanted to leave, always wanted to get out. And so, yeah, all those years ago, just bit the bullet. I saved up, came here. And so,
How long has it been since you were here?
about a year and a half exactly,
Okay,
end
cool.
of November 2024. And then I might mention to you, but some others, yeah, I spent all last year just traveling, living it up.
Cool, cool.
Cool. And then, yeah, now, like I said earlier, just trying to figure out why I'm here, what I'm doing,
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm meant to be here, but I'm not. I don't know.
Are you teaching right now, English?
No, no.
Or
I do
just
like little
for
part time things with some friends that I help out,
cool,
but
cool.
no, I just
You're free.
so yeah, yeah, I'm free. Yeah, yeah. Besides some content creation coming up, I spend a lot of time with friends, a lot of time. My day is pretty like these days. It's a little bit boring, but like gonna get busier because as I've learned, uh, editing is kind of a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's just so tedious. Like that first episode of the podcast with my friend, like
Yeah.
man, I spent like it's like barely over an hour of a video.
Yeah.
Man, I probably spent like 7 hours on
That's
that.
crazy.
And this is probably maybe a little faster because I got the hang of it. But
Yeah.
yeah, and outside that, it's always just gaming online with my homies, editing, studying Korean wherever homework somewhere around here.
That's
Out
cool.
there. Yeah, yeah, I'm loving it. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out what my purpose is for out here. So,
Cool, cool.
but yeah, yeah. Do you think no, I'm still figuring this out. The term gyopo,
Yeah.
is that like offensive? Some people, I've heard a few say yes, but most say no. But still, I feel weird.
Offensive? I don't think so.
Yeah, like if I
Um,
said, "Hey, you're a gyopo," like, you don't
yeah,
care.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
I don't, yeah. I wouldn't be offended. I heard like correct term would be tongpo.
don't
Yeah.
like money,
I don't
money
know,
something.
like tong as in like I think it's hanja for like equal. I think kyopo has a connotation of if you really want to dig,
Yeah, yeah,
deeper
yeah.
into the like the word
Oh, it's not
meaning.
like slang. It actually has like an actual meaning.
Yeah,
Almost. Right?
kyopo is not a slang. I think it's like a hanja,
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
But I
Okay.
think there's some sense of like outsider, something like that. You know what? I probably
You don't know.
butcher it, but
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
just heard it said that the correct term would be tongpo, but no one uses the word tongpo, so I'm okay with kyopo. That's not
Okay, okay.
something I'd be offended by.
Is there like any like stigma or like stereotypes against
Yeah,
gyopos from
yeah,
like native? I mean,
for
you are Korean,
sure.
but like
Yeah, yeah,
native
yeah.
Koreans to like
They
yourself.
have a term called 검머웨,
Hmm.
which is like common mori, like 외국인. So it's like 외국인 with black hair. So oh, you're a foreigner with black hair. It's
Interesting.
kind of like what's the equivalent?
Interesting. Is it because all Koreans have black hair?
Yeah, well, they're basically saying Kyopo people are like foreigners.
Mhm.
They just have black hair, but they're not one of us,
Oh, I
kind
see.
of
I
thing.
know. I'm thinking
Yeah.
of it backward. Okay, yeah,
So the
yeah.
stereotypes, I think there's a lot of stereotypes surrounding Kyopos, and they're mostly negatives. But like they're spoiled. They grew up comfortably
Mm,
while Korea was suffering, kind of thing.
yeah.
So it's
That's
almost
right.
like
Yeah,
a
because
sense
Korea
of
was.
betrayal.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Yeah, Korea was like a third world country up until like '98 or something.
Yeah.
Pretty recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
So
I never thought of it like
yeah.
that. I just saw it.
And a lot of I think a lot of people in the Kyopo community they don't speak Korean or they will have like broken Korean, so Koreans will kind of look down upon. But I've also heard that there's a sense of jealousy as well. Like,
Mm,
um, but yeah, uh, I think mostly negative stereotypes,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
Anything you faced personally that you're comfortable sharing?
Yeah, yeah. So, one of the things I want to do with my social media is to build bridges, and I think Korean Americans or Kyopos in general are um, uniquely equipped to be bridges because they know both cultures to a
Mm,
certain
yeah.
extent.
Yeah.
But whenever I post like Korean content, like when with me speaking Korean,
Hmm.
I get a lot of like hate comments. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Like on Insta, I feel like stuff I should be seeing. Oh
Yeah.
shoot, I might keep an eye out.
So,
Bless you. You good?
I'm sorry.
You good? No, no, it's all good. Don't die on me now.
I mean, when I use when I make English content,
Hmm.
is mostly like 99% like good comments, thankful comments, and
Hmm.
appreciating. But when I make Korean content and I get the Korean netizens, it's wild. Like it gets pretty
Really?
toxic. So,
Wow, that
like, what do you
sucks.
know about Korea? Go back to your country, kind of thing.
Ah,
I'm
oh,
like,
that hurts me.
yeah,
Dang, that's rough.
yeah. Um, but I've come to just, you know,
Just it is what it is. Yeah,
yeah. I think
yeah.
it's
I
the
say you're
cost of
pretty
being a Brit.
well known on Insta. I was talking to a friend the other week and randomly like just talking about Instagram and she mentioned you.
Oh,
I didn't
cool.
had no idea she knew and I was like, you know him? And she's like, yeah, yeah, I followed him for a while. He's cool. He's really big on actually something you just said on like gyopos. She's like,
Oh,
she grew up in Michigan, and is out here just translating for a hospital. But yeah, no, she had mentioned that. She's like, yeah, he's like big in the American Korean Society.
yeah,
Yeah,
cool,
that's cool.
cool.
What made you want to do Insta?
There were a couple of things, but one of them was actually I was looking for influencers to promote our app,
Hmm.
and the rates they were calling was like too expensive for us. We're just a
Yeah,
startup, you know.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
was like, man, I feel like I could just I could just be one and advertise our app. So
yeah.
I got started, and but the more I did it, I realized, oh, like I could do more with this,
Mhm.
not just as a like an ad for our app, but connect cultures, introduce culture, and like maybe help people understand each other better.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, what that ends up looking like is just like me making stupid reels, like, but I
You
hope
promoted
in
it pretty
yeah
well.
in
You
each
get
reel,
300K followers or something,
yeah,
400K. It's pretty impressive.
hoping that in each reel there's you know, a little bit of culture
Mhm. That's
that
cool.
gets introduced to each other.
Yeah. What is this app? I've heard so much about.
Oh, the app that
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Tuida. It's Tuida. It's an app that helps
Sweeta?
Tuida. And so it's not the best choice for a name because
What does it mean?
literally no one can pronounce it. Even the
Yeah.
people who like promote it, it's like
Yeah.
Teuda, which means to burn. But
Yeah.
that's not what
Dude.
we yeah.
Yeah.
Tuida is a Korean verb that means something. I don't think there's a like an English equivalent,
It's one of
but
those
it's
words.
one of those words that mean something previously closed being opened up.
Hmm.
So when people say when a baby starts talking for the first time, they say 말문이 트이다, which roughly translates to the floodgates of speech have been opened.
Hmm.
So it's like yeah,
That's a mouthful.
yeah, 트이다. It just means like you know the first time you like start speaking something,
Yeah.
you like so that's what it's referring to.
Because you're learning a new language.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Is it just in English to Korean, other languages to Korean, anything else?
Our main audience is English speakers trying to learn Korean, but we've since added Japanese, Spanish, French,
Wow.
and now this week, next week actually, we are thinking about teaching English to Koreans.
It's like on the app or like in person?
Yeah, on the app.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, like a live person teaching another person?
So we have this like video simulation. It's kind of like a first-person shooter game, except we're not shooting people, we're
Yeah,
talking.
yeah, yeah,
And you know, we use voice recognition to help you like speak something, and
yeah.
if you say it right, the like story progresses kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you should
That's
check
like,
it out. It's free.
what is it? Let me see. Let me see. Is it
T
Google Play Store?
yeah, yeah. Tuida.
T U I
Teu
E U I
idea.
I D A. Ah, right here. This
Yep,
lady.
that's the one.
Oh,
That's
that's
the one.
cool. Moshisoyo.
That's the one.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, check it out. Let me know. Let me know how you like it.
Is it free? Paid memberships?
It's
Paid.
freemium, so you can pretty much use our whole app for free. If
Yeah.
you pay, you can do it without watching ads, and
Hmm.
there's like unlimited lessons you can do per day.
Oh, okay. It's like a better version of Duolingo. It sounds
Yeah,
like.
yeah, it's yeah,
That's cool.
the speaking version of Duolingo, I'd
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really important. I think these days, my speaking I think is good. It's like ganangare,
Yeah,
but
kunyangere. That's good. That's good. That's a good expression.
근데 자가들끼리 정말 나빠요.
Ah,
That's
잘해.
really really
잘해요,
bad.
잘해요.
Yeah, I don't know. I might as well be deaf because I'm like hearing it. I'm like, "Ah, I can't. I don't know. And my ears just that's the aspect of this language that I struggle with.
Yeah.
Reading is like perfect. I reading it is easy. I
Oh,
think
that's good.
writing is same as speaking. Like it's good. I'm improving. But yeah, my listening
Listening. You just
is
need a lot of input.
yeah.
Yeah.
I spent so much time K dramas with no subtitles, podcasts, other people. It's just yeah. It's hard.
Yeah, 어려워요.
Did you grow up speaking Korean? I'm assuming so.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I spoke Korean at home. My parents always spoke to me in Korean. So.
mm, was it different when you like finally came to Korea, or those times when you just come to visit?
Mm, yeah, so I mean, everyday stuff, I think I can speak,
Mm,
but when it comes to expressing myself, I think it gets a little harder.
really?
Yeah,
I've
and I
heard that
think,
about many Koreans who, specifically like native Koreans whose English is their second language. That's a common theme I've seen.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
expressing. What, if I may ask, for my sake, how so? What do you mean? Like, had a hard day at work, or like,
yeah.
what do you
Or
want to
I
do?
mean, when I was dating, like talking about anything, um, I guess like deeper, like suppose I want to talk about, I don't know what I want to talk about, like the frustrations of um, being not belonging anywhere or like being seen as a foreigner in Korea kind of thing or
Mm,
stuff like that. They're
I
like
see. Okay.
nuances that I feel like
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I'm not able to express as well in you know as I do in English.
Mm, yeah. Okay, that explains a lot. Yeah, because there's a lot of nuances in Korean. Vice versa for English, as I've
Yeah.
learned. Dang. Oh, thank you for being open. Dang, that's cool. That's cool. Would you say then, what of the three languages, which one's your best?
Oh man, right now I'd say English and then Korean and then Portuguese. I'd say.
Okay, really, really
Those.
Portuguese last.
I mean, it's been a while. Like, I mean, I left Brazil, what, 15 years ago?
Oh
So,
wow, wow. I feel like there's a lot of Brazilians here. Like all the every event, I swear, like a third of the whole group is Brazilian.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's is there something secret going on?
I,
Something I'm
I
not
don't
aware
know.
of.
Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
Korea's just big in Brazil or something.
maybe. I think Korean culture is big in Brazil, but there's just a lot of Brazilians in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like the,
yeah, yeah.
what, fourth or fifth biggest country?
Like yeah, yeah. It's really dense there too.
I don't think in terms of population, but I don't know if in terms of population, but at least land size.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
It's
think
huge.
it's like about the same size of the US.
This place is massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. That's cool. That's cool. What do you think? Like, can I word this? Are there any like cultural differences you struggled with? Not just in Brazil, but even like now in
Oh, in
Korea.
Korea, yeah. I mean, it's been like what, 7 years since I've been in Korea, and I'm still struggling. I'm still trying to adjust.
Really?
But I think cultural differences in dating, I think was
Hmm.
a big one.
Really?
Um,
May I ask? Like, I can
yeah.
understand the Korean aspect. I've seen plenty there. But like, what's different from that to Portuguese? Or not
Um,
Portuguese? I'm stupid.
Brazilian
Brazilian,
or American?
or in American too. Yeah.
So I don't know which part of this is American or Brazilian, but something small like texting all day, being in contact all day in
Yeah.
Korean dating culture.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was new. Um,
Getting lots of fights because of that one.
yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of talks, a lot of
Yeah.
conversations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, even like, and I don't know if this is a cultural one. It might
Hmm.
just be my experience, but one of the reasons we broke up, my last relationship was I wanted to like I'm a pretty open person when it comes to like meeting new people or
Hmm.
um for me it's like the more the merrier, right?
Hmm.
Like guests, are
Yeah.
always welcome kind of thing. I think in Korea, and again I might be wrong, people want to be more in a like just me and you know, relationship. There's no like group hangouts. It's just like the two of
Mm.
you.
Interesting. Okay.
Um,
I see that. I
and
can see that.
like a vision I had for my relationship was like us blessing other people,
Mhm.
having people over, or like, you know, more of a group dynamic. But
Yeah.
um, I think my ex-girlfriend wasn't a big fan of that. She just wanted
Really.
like us kind of like the way I see it's like staring at each other. There's like
Mhm.
no one like us, just us.
Just you two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And nothing wrong with that, but I also wanted some of like us and the world kind of thing,
Mhm.
if that makes any sense.
No, I see. I see
Yeah,
what you
more
mean.
like
Yeah. That's really.
group hangouts and
Yeah. No, I see that. I see that. That's cool. Yeah, I've known a few people like that back in the day. That's cool, man. I might ask, how did you find your current church, too?
yeah, that's another story. So ever since I came to Korea, I don't know how you like how Christian you want to get in this podcast
You
on
go as crazy.
Christianity.
I wear it. I wear like a shirt on my back.
Okay. Um, ever since I came to Korea, because I had this mission to connect foreigners and Koreans, I thought I wanted to go to a church where there's a lot of foreigners, right?
Mhm. And did you have church experience back in Brazil,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
in the
growing up,
States?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
And so I found this very gospel-centered church. It's called New Harvest Ministry. You probably heard of it, but I love the sermon there. I love the community there. But I realized that a lot of these English-speaking churches, I think including New Harvest Ministry, is very secluded. Like they have their own bubble because a lot of foreigners
Mm,
come, you know, they worship in English and then they have their own English speaking bubble and then
yeah,
they
yeah,
leave after a
yeah,
couple of years. And so
yeah.
like I don't know, 90% of my friends in the church left in the 6 years. You know,
Mm,
it's like a revolving door.
yeah, yeah,
And because I plan to stay in Korea, because one, okay, so there are a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to stay in Korea indefinitely, right?
yeah. Hmm.
Two, I realized that the people in the outskirts of Seoul, like the foreigners I wanted to bridge, you know, people with, would most likely end up coming to Korean services, Korean churches, not
Hmm.
English speaking churches,
Hmm.
for a number of reasons. Um, and so I was always kind of on the lookout for a Korean church, but I couldn't quite find a gospel centered Korean church. I think a
Hmm.
lot of Korean churches are very legalistic, or
Hmm.
that's at least been my experience of it.
Yeah.
And so there was a point where I thought, you know what? I think maybe I'm just being close-minded. Maybe the gospel just looks like what it looks like in the
Hmm.
Korean setting, and I'm just being very ethnocentric.
That's mad deep.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a deep way to see it.
yeah. And
Uh,
so I was like, oh, maybe, you know, like I'm just being I'm just being close-minded, you know. But then one day, I went to a sogeting. Do you know about sogeting? Like
yeah, of
when,
course.
yeah.
Yeah, good on you.
And then the girl was like, "Hey, I'm serving at my church. Can we meet somewhere close to my church, whatever?" And I was
Uh,
like, "Yeah, that's fine." I got there really early, and I realized that they had a service. So I was like, "Hey, I might as well check out this church, see
yeah.
what kind of church she goes to." And the church, the sermon I heard was like super Christocentric, it's very gospel standard.
Hmm.
So I was like, "Oh, this is great. This is what I've been looking for."
Hmm.
So when we started the Soviet team, I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I go to your church even if this doesn't work out?" And didn't work out, but
Yeah.
I ended up going to the church, and this is the church I go to. You know,
Really?
yeah,
Oh, that's cool. I want to ask who. That's okay. That's okay.
yeah,
No, I'm just here. That's just my brain.
yeah,
That's cool, man. God found you really quick. Dang. So, any connection between any of the countries you lived in that church, or this really just truly random?
I need,
Because like where I'm going with that is like my church, our like main translator
yeah.
was best friends with someone in my community back in Denver,
Oh, cool,
and so
cool.
that's how I found this one, and then part of our greater, I don't know, community, greater outreach. I don't know,
Yeah,
congregation. That's what I meant to
yeah.
say.
Not that I know of. No one in my church right now has any connections, Brazil or States, but
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, we're all neighbors at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's dope, man. It's dope. Dang, forgot there was something else I wanted to ask, but I
We can
forgot.
freestyle it.
Again, I really appreciate what you guys do because I might have to
Yeah,
edit
I'm
this part
really,
out. Yeah.
really thankful for the church. They, you know, because you can tell when people are doing it by because of obligation, you know.
Yeah,
You can
it's
like,
pretty obvious,
yeah,
I think.
something I've been thinking about lately a lot. Even the Gaelic football thing I was just in today,
Hmm.
like the people there are like super welcoming,
Yeah.
and you can tell when it's like done out of like duty, just like, oh yeah,
Yeah, just
yeah.
like a
So
checklist or like that
yeah,
legalism you said. It's just
yeah,
like I
yeah,
did it
yeah.
just to do it.
And I think our church, even though a lot of them don't speak English,
Hmm.
you can kind of tell that they really love the international friends who are coming
Ah,
there.
that's
So
cool. I'll check you guys
yeah, I've
out
been
more.
really blessed. Yeah.
Dang man, that's cool. I'm a little jelly. I forgot there was something else I had to ask you.
Dude, we can talk about whatever, man.
You
Can
just an
jump.
open book. What's your favorite food? Let's
Favorite
drop there.
food. I'd have to say samgyeopsal. Samgyeopsal
Oh,
with kimchi jjigae. You know, people talk
really?
about like,
That's good. That's one of my top three.
you know how people talk about like peanut butter and jelly or whatever, like
Oh yeah,
combinations.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think like kimchi jjigae and samgyeopsal, it's gotta be like a
It's up
one of
there.
those combos.
Yeah, yeah. I feel that. I feel that.
Like the
For me,
fattiness of the
yeah,
samgyeopsal with
just
the
melts
kimchi.
into the
Yeah.
kimchi. Oh, it's one of my true comfort foods. Like when I have a bad day or week, like I've been kind of like struggling the last like
Yeah.
couple months. Man, kimchi jjigae's always got me right there. Just like I'm just a pig, dude. I just go into it.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Man, what about Brazilian and then American?
Brazilian food wise.
Both, but also like what are your
I
favorite
mean,
dishes
food
from
wise,
each of them?
what's American?
Ah, I know everyone asks me that, and I never know how to answer. I don't know. I don't like a
Yeah.
burger, a steak. I don't know. French
Uh,
fries. I don't know.
yeah, Brazil takes the win. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know Brazilian steakhouses and whatnot. Is that truly like a Brazilian thing?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So they like come around with the meat and then they
Yeah,
just cut it
that's
off?
yeah,
Really?
peak
Like
Brazilian. Fogo de
Fogo de.
chão.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's real?
Brazilian. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just one of those. I don't even know what to say. Gentrified versions of a different culture's food.
No. Chascaria is a real thing.
Just kidding. Ah, man. You speak Spanish also?
I can understand. Portuguese and Spanish are pretty
I was
similar.
about
I
to say they're
think.
really similar. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think.
I've always known many. Every Brazilian I've met always pretty much spoke like Spanish fluently.
I think I can understand a lot of it. I don't
Yeah.
speak it.
Oh, nice. What about Japanese? Any other languages? Just the three?
French. I have to mention French just because
Yeah.
my high school French teacher might be watching. I don't want
Ah,
to
nice,
disappoint,
nice. It'll get out there somehow.
yeah, not much. I
Ah,
studied it for a long time, like 6 years, but
wow.
not very
Just
good
didn't
at it.
stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I think that's how it is a lot with the states, except Americans are kind of like dumb. You know? But been to any other countries?
Yeah, quite a few. Recently, I downloaded this app called Nomad Table. Do you know about this app?
I think I have heard. I
Yeah,
think I have that
and they have
actually.
a feature there that like lists out the countries you've
Oh
been
yeah, I
to,
see that. Yep.
and I think it was like maybe 19 countries I've been to,
Dang,
which I was surprised.
but I went to a lot.
I thought it'd be like and they show you the percentage of countries in the world that
Mm,
you've been to. I thought it'd be like, oh, maybe like 10%, but it wasn't even 10%. So
yeah.
yeah,
So there's a lot of countries out
yeah.
there. Yeah. Which ones do you know them on top of your head?
Ooh, I'll try it. Recently, so U.S., Brazil, Canada, Cuba.
Cuba, really?
Um,
Well, real quick, how'd you get in there? That's kind of hard to get into.
yeah, I heard
I have a buddy
maybe.
that went. He said it took
Yeah,
him, I want to say about a year to get like his visa and then a bunch of other like little U.S.
yeah.
security approvals.
I think maybe the American passport is hard to get there,
Mm,
but we had just had a family trip there back when I was in Brazil, and I don't think it
dang,
was too
that's
hard
just a
yet.
casual trip
Yeah,
to Cuba.
yeah,
Dang, that's cool.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Cuba is great. If you
Yeah.
get a chance, you should check it out. It's like kind of like you're time traveling.
Everyone
Everything's
says I've
yeah.
known a few, and they always say that it's literally like going back to the 50s,
Yeah,
60s.
yeah, yeah. Not
Wow.
that I've
I mean,
been
yeah.
to the 50s, but
What other ones?
um, Haiti for a mission trip,
80.
Korea, Japan, Malaysia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Italy,
Hey,
Myanmar.
just a little bit of every continent.
Yeah.
Eh, been to
Um,
Africa at all?
no, I have
Ooh,
yet to go.
really?
Saving up
Pretty
for,
cool.
yeah,
Went there
future
once.
wife.
An African wife.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
No, I meant like that I want to visit Africa with my future wife.
Oh, okay. I was like,
But that works
yeah, to
too.
each his
Hey,
own. I mean,
either
I
way,
ain't,
man.
yeah, I ain't judging.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's cool. Yeah, went there. 2021. Yeah,
Where'd you
during the
go?
height, little country called Djibouti.
Djibouti.
Yeah.
Tell me about Djibouti, man.
Yeah, I went there because I was in the army for 3 years,
Oh, okay.
and then so my whole little army timeline, I was National Guard, but I still had like somewhat kind of like a not full time gig, but like I was just the new guy in the unit, so and I like had a part time job, so the supply sergeant would make me help him, which was fine. He was actually really chill. But either way, so I went. When was that? 2020. Yeah, October 2020.
Yeah.
No, 2019. Got back. COVID started during the middle of basic training. And mine was a little different because I was infantry, and so infantry does their basic training. Like you're in the military, you do basic training and then you do your job training.
Yep.
Army infantry they combine it, and
Oh.
so it's really for the sake of efficiency,
Yeah.
but it's mainly efficient because it keeps you in the same place for so long. And for me, I was there for 6 months because they were also doing just a bunch of new trainings that they were trying to how do I say make efficient soldiers because there's like a lack of training. A lot I could say about that, but yeah, COVID happened in the middle of that. That was sucked, and then got back, got told we're deploying in 7 months. Left, and that was yeah, like February 2021. And it was hot, it was boring, it was a whole lot of nothing. Our main job was still infantry stuff, but like guard towers. So we're guarding an air base. We did 10 days on, 5 days off,
Wow.
and so 12-hour shifts.
That's
And it
crazy,
was
dude.
it was now looking back at it, it wasn't as miserable. It was just really boring because it was relatively safe. I mean, compared to like Afghanistan or Iraq, like real war zones, like
Yeah.
it pretty much was nothing. And so yeah, dude, it was even to this day, that's probably the hottest country I've ever been to.
What's there to do in Djibouti?
Nothing in the
Really?
Sterda Desert, yeah. Because even like the few times towards the end when COVID was at least kind of lifting off, or I guess going away more, they were like, all right, we have trips. They're called MWR trips. The military does them everywhere, and they're something something recreation, and it's just for fun, like
Okay.
little trips that
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
send. And even like civilians can do it. But no, I think the funnest thing someone did was they got to go snorkeling in like a random reef out there.
Hey, that sounds pretty fun.
It was cool, but of the thousands of people and like only like 10 people
Uh,
go that got selected. And then I remember my leadership was like, "Yeah, don't sign up for anything. Like, there's no point. We're leaving in like 2 months, and then like
uh,
it's already like hard to get anywhere."
yeah.
And so yeah, it's 5 days off. You just work out, play video games, or go to the bar.
Oh.
Or the game Magic the Gathering, the card game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some guys that were really how do I say this? Just I was trying to say this. My mind is going military, and I gotta like
Yeah.
simmer it down. They were just really like in love with that game.
Wait, what were
They
you gonna
were
say? The military way.
quite about it.
Oh.
Because man, dude, when they were back in those 5 days for this, let's see, there's one, two, three, four, about 7 dudes that like just truly love this game, and I guess to a degree, like that's all you can do.
Yeah.
It's like all day, man, just play Magic the Gathering for
Uh,
12 hours, and so it's pretty funny. But that was a term we used a lot.
cool,
Um,
cool.
but yeah, dude, and then when you go back to the airfield, like you just didn't have time for anything.
Yeah.
You work 12 hours, and usually most people worked out after work, sometimes before. But either way, you worked out after, then you
Yeah.
get dinner, and then you go to sleep.
Yeah.
And so it's just hot and boring.
Oh
But
man.
man, it was. I guess there's a couple times. There's one time I enjoyed this a lot. We had the opportunity to go to like not an orphanage,
Yeah.
but it was maybe like a recreational club or like a boys and girls club, but
Okay.
something for like little kids. You could tell everyone was like in the single digits,
Yeah.
8, 9. Definitely all orphans. Again, it just wasn't an orphanage. It was just open from like 9 to 6 Monday through Saturday,
Yeah.
and it was a really cool opportunity just to kick it with some Djiboutian orphans, just playing ping pong, rock paper scissors, basketball. But that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed. I don't think a lot of others did, but I had a good time there.
Cool, cool, cool.
But every single other day, no,
Yeah.
it's just a whole lot of boring,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of nothing.
I was stationed in an island as well.
Really
It's called Yeonpyeong Island.
nearby?
Um, I mean, I guess everywhere is nearby in Korea, but it's
Yeah.
it's closer to North Korea. We could see North Korea naked eye. So
Really?
yeah. It was supposed to be boring, because there's nothing to do in the island.
Yeah.
But it was actually really fun. The people I stayed with,
Yeah.
they get creative. I think
I was
the
about to
human
say,
brain
yeah.
gets really creative. And we weren't allowed to play Magic, or we couldn't
Really?
bring our phones. I know it changed now,
Yeah.
and
Man,
so I think that environment where we didn't have anything to do actually
Mhm.
forced us to be creative and it made it more fun.
I
I
can
would
see that.
imagine had we been allowed to bring our phones, I think it would have been more boring.
You can say that.
You see
I
how
can see
like
that.
it's ironic,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Because we at least had our phones. Like they gave us some liberties,
yeah,
and they still at the beginning they told us not to, but like they're not checking up on you, so
yeah,
you could play on YouTube and whatnot.
yeah,
And it definitely like, yeah, because it just like it disconnects you so much.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you got your homie next to you, but like
You're
he's on
actually on the
YouTube, I'm
yeah,
on Instagram. Like we're just doing our own things. Yeah,
exactly, yeah.
yeah. Dang, what you doing though, army?
I was a mortar man. I
Dang, that's
carried
cool.
a 81 millimeter mortar,
Big
so
fellas.
yeah,
Dang, you
fun
miss it?
times.
Just
Yeah,
whatever.
and you know what? I actually do miss it. I stay in touch with some other guys there, but it was a very memorable and for me, like it's 2 years I really cherish. Um, I learned a lot about Korean culture there, and I think my Korean improved a lot there as well. And
Dang, so you went in
yeah,
like barely speaking Korean, pretty much.
no, I mean I spoke some Korean, but I think I learned a lot there. I think one thing is to like speak Korean, but another is to like speak the Korean speak. You know what I mean? Like you pick up their like mannerisms and stuff.
Oh yeah, I see what
Yeah,
you mean. You got like your classroom Korean, and then there's like your everyday, or like
yeah,
English too. Like you got classroom English,
exactly.
and there's what actual like natives use.
Yeah, so
Gotcha,
I
gotcha.
did a lot of that, and yeah, man, it was hard. It was difficult. A lot of suffering, a lot of messed up stuff. But I think
Yeah.
it really builds your character, and also it's really fun. Maybe my memory has been kind of you know warped,
Hmm.
but when I look back on it, I really cherish the time.
Yeah, I feel that. My own experience was, I don't think good, but I mean it wasn't the worst. It wasn't bad, but like what made it worth it besides allowing me to come here, because that's where I weirdly discovered Korea was in Africa,
Yeah.
and made some
Wait,
great
tell me
friends.
more about this. How did you discover Korea in Africa?
Yeah,
This is
I knew it. Man, so like I'm a film buff. I like movies, like shows
uh,
too.
is
Huh?
this film?
No,
Audio.
this all vinyls.
Oh,
This is all music.
cool, cool.
But that's where I discovered like twice.
You discovered twice in Africa,
I did,
bro.
dude.
This should be your
This is because of boredom too.
this.
That's how bored.
This should be the opening of
Oh,
your
this
reel
is.
or whatever. I discovered twice in Africa.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Like, shoot, twice.
Oh,
Nines
you're a
behind you.
big Twice fan, huh?
This is only like half the albums too, because I like vinyls. Um, and I just last time I went to the states in last August or September, I wanted to like, oh, I just moved here, and I was like, this is an idea, like, because I always do this everywhere I lived.
Cool. This is
Um,
really cool.
but to answer your question,
Yeah.
Korea and Africa, I was bored. I was bored, and so I'd already like some exposure to like Korean movies and shows, like some K drama, sure, some like good movies for sure. I mean, Koreans make fire movies.
Mm.
But one day I saw some random like, I mean, a lot of people are gonna finally figure this out.
Ah, let's go.
I just like I'd seen like some random article on Google. It was literally like probably like 2 in the morning. Because another thing about the 10 days on, 5 days off,
Yeah.
is every time we'd come back, we would switch between day shift and night shift.
Oh, okay.
And so it was like night shift was really fun because
Yeah.
you can't even see anything. Like
Yeah.
you're like not stimulated at all.
Yeah.
And I just remember sitting in this like, what was it, like a shed almost, and I was looking over like the main gate to the base. And yeah, it was like 2 in the morning. I'm just literally sitting there, just in this shack, just a red light beaming on me, playing on my phone. And then something about BTS just like in my head clicked, about some random news article clicked.
Yeah.
And then it was something else. I clicked it, read it for some reason. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I might be God just poking me or something.
Okay.
And then Blackpink came up,
Yeah.
something similar. I just read it, and I was like, when I was out there, I listened to a lot of music,
Yeah.
and I was like, man, I've heard like all music now. And I'm like, you know what? Let's get into this K-pop thing. Let's
Oh, wow.
hear it.
You decided. It was a
Yeah,
conscious decision.
yeah. I
Let me
remember
get into this
just sitting there
K-pop.
playing. I was like, you know what? Let's listen to some
Oh, yeah.
Blackpink. They're famous.
Yeah.
Everyone knows them. And for like an hour or two, just
Yeah.
like
You just
my little
listen.
speaker, because
Yeah.
we could bring like speakers out
Yeah.
there and just playing. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I
Ah.
got bored a few weeks later, and I was like, all right, let's look at another random like big group. Okay, this twice. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Let's look at them. And then they really got me. They got me. They sucked their
Ah.
hooks into me.
That's cool.
And so yeah,
Twice more than Blackpink.
yeah, for sure.
Cool,
And
cool.
then Red Velvet, and
Yeah.
then but even some guys like Monsta X, they're good.
Oh.
But yeah, I remember actually. So I want to say maybe a week after I got back from Africa, maybe just over a week. Also, about 2 weeks before I got back, my great grandfather had died.
Oh.
I didn't know him too well, but of course, like he's still family, and then it affects everyone else. So I got back, and yeah, about a week after I got back, went to California to go see him or his funeral, and I feel shame saying this.
You went to a
Twice, just
concert.
just twice had been in town. They had just like yeah, like just announced it when I was in Africa. Didn't think of it, but then coming back, I was like, Grandpa's funeral's that day. I'll be in 2 days before that. Let's look at like Ticketmaster and let's see what the concert's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I took my mom. I was like, I don't know why, but I'm tripping, but like, I'm anxious. Like, do I want to go? Should I
Yeah.
go? And she's like, yeah, I don't care. Go.
Yeah.
And then, mind you, I'm still like growing too. I don't know why I was so weird about that. I was like 24 or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And that was my first Twice concert. It was
Wow.
incredible. It
That's
was awesome.
cool.
It was the best concert I've been to.
You went by yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Wow.
me. And then, yeah, I had my uncle pick me up later because like no one had a car at the time.
Yeah.
And then I was like, he's like, why didn't you invite me, man? I'm like, and this guy is like, he likes metal and like
Yeah.
rap and all
Yeah.
that. Like, he's got like definitely a different taste.
Yeah.
And then I was like, dude, just look it up, you'll see why. He's like, all right, yeah, thanks for not inviting me.
Did he look it up?
Yeah, he did.
Is he a big Twice fan now
No,
or no?
not at
Okay.
all. No, he still gives me a hard time about it.
Oh.
Yeah, he gives me a hard time. Even being in Korea, he's
Yeah.
like, Korea boo,
Oh.
weird. Yeah, yep. Twice got me, and then of course like many other K dramas, and
Yeah.
yeah, I've been kind of living it up. The
Oh.
last year, I've had a.
What's your favorite song by Twice?
Ooh, that's a tough one, dude. I don't know. Perfect World's got a great song. Celebrate's a great one. I don't know. That's a
Do you have a bias?
yeah. I do. You know him?
I don't.
Oh, really?
But
Okay. I got two. I got two. I got Jihei or Gio. Gio. She's at the very top there. She's got a solo. And
that
then
one?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
And then Dion.
Wait,
This is a
who's
really old
Gio
one.
here? Jesus.
This is actually. Let's get some more modern. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know all of their names?
Of course, of course. Yeah, yeah. Because this is more Lil Mark. Because this is like 10 years old. Yeah, yeah. This one is Gio. She's the main vocalist and leader. And then this is Dion, main rapper. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll get to
Oh,
meet them one
cool.
day.
Yeah.
One person closer to Dion. I'm slowly getting there. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just they got me. A lot of. I guess Korean entertainment. That's just it. Like I again had always felt the desire to leave to come go just leave Colorado, leave the states.
Yeah.
And at least when I was thinking, I was really like I want to leave. I want to go somewhere. I thought it was like Korea because I'm like, yeah, I know some artists. They got some good movies, good food. Why not there? It gave me a target on a map.
Cool,
So I
cool.
was there. I just sent it, and like I said, it's been the greatest time of my life.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I have
Yeah.
to go
Yeah,
soon,
I was about to
so
say, I know
we
it's
could.
coming up, but
There's.
any last words? Final questions? Or my final question? Yeah. Any last words? Anything to promote? You want to say to anybody wanting to come to Korea?
Oh, is it? Oh, people who want to come to Korea?
If anyone wants to, any
Yeah,
advice?
I mean, advice. I mean, just be open. Um, there is this bias called outgroup homogeneity bias. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's this bias that makes people think that people in the outgroup are more similar to each other than the in-group. So, for
Mm,
example, um, when you think of, I don't know, someone in the outgroup like people who play Magic the Gathering, you might think, oh man, they're all like.
mm, you can
But
see
when
what
it
you're going.
comes
Yeah.
to people who like Twice, it's like,
Hmm.
oh no, we're all unique, we're different. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
I think it's easy to fall in that bias when it comes to culture. Like, oh, Koreans are all X, Y, and Z.
yeah. Yeah.
But Americans, like we're all different. You can
Yeah.
say all Americans like burgers.
Yeah,
But,
actually, we're too different.
all Koreans like kimchi. I mean, that's kind of true, but
That's
you know
pretty
what I
true.
mean?
That's
But you
pretty
get the
true.
point. And so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think just being open and realizing that not everyone you meet in Korea, the people you meet in Korea aren't representative of everyone.
yeah.
Um, and so whether you have a good time or just be open to meeting more people, I guess. Is someone knocking on your door?
No, no, that's definitely a car out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, being open to the culture, even if you have a couple bad experiences, there are good experiences ahead.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Awesome. Well, Mr.
Oh,
Nelson, thank you so much for being the guest on the. I
thank you
guess my
for
first
having
real
me.
real
Yeah.
episode, man. This is gonna be cool. It's gonna be a fun venture. I'm gonna
Yeah.
see you a couple times next week. But yeah, man. Thank you again for coming up and
Cool,
helping
cool.
out.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your experiences. All right. Bye, everyone. Tama po.
Tama ba yun?
Yeah.